are on 450, also known as Defense Highway. I hope I have enough battery for this. This is a fun road. A lot of curves. It's not been raining, so it's not covered in mud. But we do got people cleaning the road because, well, you don't want all this junk on it. And people want their areas to look nice, like these houses here. Always got a bike on here. I know I'm not the only one who likes taking this road because, well, it's a nice curvy road. It's fun. If you time it right, you can do it at speed and have fun. I go a lot faster with the car in front of me. I don't want to catch him too fast. Now I'm going to have some music playing under this, so I'm not going to talk the whole time. And I hope that it's not doing any of that crackling because, you know, the cable's floating around. But during rainy, this road will flood out. I don't know if you guys can see how steep it is. This is actually the river bed that we're driving in. But they've got it so that, you know, the main river's off to either side. But it floods every major rain. And it's funny, the houses don't because they're up just a bit on the hills. But I've gone down this and seen mud everywhere so many times. They've tried to make it better. I do love taking back roads. I take a lot of highways when I'm headed home from work because I want to get home. I like spending time with my wife, and if I don't take the highway, that cuts into my time with her because I gotta go to bed early. I gotta get up way early to get to work. Because the later I go to work, the later I get home, the less time I have with the wife. You can't read right there, it says flood area, ice area, because this area will flood and ice over in a heartbeat. Now I'm doing a ride this summer. I wish we could do it on roads like this the whole way, but we have a time limit that we got to follow, so I can't do the whole thing. Not on the back roads, at least. If I was doing it on my own time, yeah, I'd take the back roads, but that'd turn into a week-long trip. And I want, you know, a day and a half to go down, spend the most part of the day in Key West, and then Monday, plow it back up. And we're doing it the fun way where I don't have to have witnesses in that. I might do the witness one. I'm going to get a hold of them and see what I have to do for it. But if we do it the way it looks like, I don't need witnesses. We don't need to do any of that. But we do have to do where we're going, you know, all of that, all of our route. I'm going to have the map laid out for them so they'll see it. I track it all on my Harley tracker, so I know how many miles it's going to be. Other people are going to use other things to track it, which is fine. We'll copy all the sheets, staple them onto the letter, and everybody will know how much that is, because I'm going to put that out up front. And that's the nice thing. That's the, okay, you're getting the membership, you're getting all of the pins and everything, you get the patches. We have to make the distance though. And if you haven't done 1,000 before, well, the first day you can get your 1,000 and then you can get your 1,500 with it, because we're doing that. Water right down there. So this will flood because it's coming off the hill there. And that's all tidal water. So we're just a few feet, in the moment inches, from sea level, depending on the tide, of course. Now, I hope you guys enjoyed that. I know I've given you guys this road before, but I can never remember what I've said about it. I know I always talk about the mud and the rain because I've been down here when it's like that and said, what am I doing? I've had to turn around a couple of times, luckily not while I was recording. And this comes out pretty much at Annapolis, but I'm not going the Annapolis route. I'm probably going to turn my way up to the top of it and go over by the Ren Fair area and head back towards the house that way. So, I know you guys can see the stuff around me, but I'm going to angle this a bit better. I should still be somewhat in it, but now you guys are watching more of the scenery. I don't know which side's better. I don't have a fancy 360 camera yet. It's a bit more than my budget has. Once it's like $600-700. Anybody out there with money and they think that I'm worth it and you want to donate one to me, I will gladly take it. I will mention you. If you don't want to be mentioned, that would be fine as well. And if it's a gift, whatever you give me is great. If I'm buying it, I'm probably going to buy the Insta360 because was it the single piece one that's good for motorcycles? I got to angle this again. Reason why, American Legion Post 7. Now, a lot of people don't realize this. To be in the American Legion, to be a full member, you have to have been in combat. For how long, I can't remember. They're one of the hardest ones to get into. Now, you can be an adjunct member, a family member, etc. I'm a member of VFW, Veterans of Foreign Wars. But the nice thing is, all of them, now, you will have people who, and I'm sorry, people are people, they're going to treat you however they're going to treat you. But everywhere I've gone, I've been treated as an equal. I'm an infantryman who had a lot of fun in the military. I got hurt before 9/11, so I was out after that. But I had some fun situations before. So that's all fun stuff. My wife, of course, is in during all that. Ren Fair is just over there. You guys probably can't see it. I'm sorry, I don't have time for the camera enough. I'll try and go there this year and take the camera with so you guys can see the Ren Fair. I have a couple of friends who work there, so I will see if I can shows. They do some fun shows. So if you're in Maryland and you're in the Odenton area, come see the Ren Fair. I like it. Now, I heard somebody say that they want to watch these to find somebody who they would go and have a drink with. I do drink, but I don't go drinking at bars that often. Man, that bird was close. Not because I'm a drunk or anything, but I don't find the bar scene at my age something I'm into. I like having people at my house sitting around having a couple of cool ones, or in my case, something with some ice in it, because I like scotch. I don't drink it all that often, but I do like my scotch. I have been told I'm a scotch snob because I like the good stuff. Doesn't mean I won't drink this cheap stuff. Don't mean I won't drink, whiskeys. Just I prefer scotch. I don't like beer. I have never found a beer I like, and I have tried beer all over the world. I have found some ales that I like. And I have found some vodkas that I like. I'm going to tell you guys a story. When I was stationed in England with my wife, I was a civilian at the time. She was still Air Force. We were going to a pub called the George. This was for New Year's. Can't remember what New Year's it was. If I remember, I'll put it in the bottom. But one of the pilots we knew was there, and his sister was there. Her name was Hillary. And we'd been drinking. I'd had about 4 scotches at the time. At that time, I was still drinking a little more than I do now. And somebody asked me if I'd like an ale. And I go, sure, I'll take an ale. Because I figured I'm done drinking, I'll have an ale. Ale's not an alcoholic, right? Yeah, I was wrong. It was alcoholic ale. So I had one of those, and I wasn't feeling any pain. We're having some fun playing darts and pool. And I had mentioned that I used to work in a bar. And the bar keeps the kegs. I go, I'll go change it for you. Because it was kind of steep, and he knew I had a bad knee. I'm like, oh, it's okay. I can get down there. So we open up the tunnel. You go down in the bottom. In the bottom of the bar, they had all their kegs. These are special kegs because it's Europe, so you have to turn off the carbon dioxide, turn off the booze, let a pressure valve off, then you can change the keg without having it blow up in your face. Then you reverse the process. Well, the young lady who went with was named Hillary. And she decided to climb the staircase in front of us. We were kind of drunk, we were not paying attention. She goes to fall down, I caught her. I was asking about mounting Hillary, and I'm like, no. Beyond the fact that she was 20-something years younger than me, and I'm happily married. We were all joking about it because we knew it was a big joke. She thought it was hilarious at the time. God knows what she would think now. My wife just sat there and shook her head. She goes, "Yep, that's my husband. He'll sit there and flirt with the girl in front of me." I go, I would never flirt with a girl in front of you. Talk with girls, be kind with them, say nice things to them, of course. I am a polite, gallant person. If they think I'm flirting, or if you think I'm flirting, I'm sorry. I don't mean or want to do anything with them other than be friends. I have a loving wife who I like going home to. This has turned into a long story. Well, we get back up, somebody asked if I wanted something else to drink. And dumbly I said, sure. But I don't want any L. What do you guys have? He goes, well, we have some vodka. It's flavored vodka. And I go, flavor? What kind of flavor? They had cherry and grape. I said, I'll try a cherry. Little did I know, for those of you who've been to England, that it was a yard of L. So I had a yard of L, 4 scotches, a pint of British L, which was, it's not as heavy as their beer, but it's pretty good when you're drinking already. So I was doing fine. My wife, I think, had 2, maybe 3 beers. And we're sitting there talking. Boom. Midnight hits, we have to close the bar. So it's now a private party. The owner who knew us, knew we came up there quite often because we like to have lunch there. It's a very good lunch spot. If you're ever in Methwold, England, go to the George. I hope the same owner owns it. God knows, because it was in 2000 through 2003. Well, we're having our drinks with him. He goes, hey, would you like another vodka? And I go, sure. He goes, I only have blueberry left. Oh, that's fine. I'm going to get another small shot. No, he has another yard of ale. So I drank it. I was a bit heavier than I am now, so I wasn't feeling it. Well, after a little bit, me and the wife decided it's time to go home. We lived 15, 20 houses away. Down to the church, up the street. So yes, I used to drink. I don't drink near as much now. I generally have a scotch, maybe 3 or 4 times a year. I'm sorry if that story was too long and boring for you, but we had a good time that night. And I thought it was funny, my wife had to go to work. I was off, but I did have to go to work the day after. I worked in the training flight. Great job. Let's see, Bert Hillman, Lesha Wager,